Meteorologist Amber Sellens with your most accurate forecast, and the heat is definitely on as we head into your Father's Day weekend. We're going to be hitting 110 for the first time this year and seeing temperatures get hotter and hotter into next week. So records going down and an excessive heat warning now in effect from Saturday at 10 a.m. until Thursday at 8 p.m. So we're talking a 6-day stretch of extreme heat, not just here in the valley, but across a huge part of our state. All the areas you see shaded in pink and the spots in orange are under heat advisories. Not quite as bad as the excessive heat warning, but still incredibly hot, especially by their standards up in those higher terrain spots. Now, here are the records for Phoenix. Sunday, 115 degrees. We look to be just 1 degree shy of that at 114 here in Phoenix. Monday, a record high in 118, and Tuesday, we go up to 120, not only breaking the daily record, but if we hit 120, it will mark the third hottest temperature ever recorded in the city of Phoenix. Wednesday, 119, another record-breaking day, and we could break a record on Thursday too as this heat wave continues. So your Father's Day forecast on Sunday looking scorching. If you were planning on heading out to the lakes, doing some fishing, it's going to be really hot. So keep that in mind. You want to try to stay inside as much as possible through this weekend forecast. We're going to be at 93 degrees at 9 a.m., 106 by noon on Sunday, and 114 by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. At 7 p.m., still above 110, and the triple digits are going to stick around well after sunset on Sunday. We also have another ozone high pollution advisory. Now, this has been in effect for the last 3 days, and it's been extended now through the Father's Day weekend and into the start of next week. So this means air quality unhealthy for sensitive groups. Anybody with any kind of respiratory condition, asthma, COPD, anything, may have difficulty breathing outside through the weekend and early next week. And all of us could help prevent the problem from getting worse by trying to carpool or using public transportation. The fewer cars we have on the roads, the better. Refueling after dark helps too, and avoid those drive-throughs or any areas where you'll be idling your vehicle for a long time, as that puts more pollutants out into the atmosphere. Here's tomorrow, hour by hour. We're talking 70s and 80s in the morning, a very warm start to the day. 10 a.m. at 95, 1 p.m. at 105, and then we go up to 110 for the first time this year around 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll bottom out in the upper 70s to low 80s, but by 10 o'clock at night, we're still going to be in the 90s. So that cool down in the late night forecast is going to take a while, especially in Phoenix, where all of the concrete tends to hold in and store that heat. Now, if you have plans for poolside this weekend to try to beat the heat, watch out for that UV index. It's at an 11, extreme on the scale, 10 minutes or less to burn out there when it's peaking around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But really, anytime between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. is prime time for sunburns. The sunburn factor is actually worse before the heat is worse. So the intense sunshine coming in at 1 p.m., it'll take the atmosphere a few more hours to respond to that and heat up. So if you think you're beating the heat by going to the pool early, just make sure you are slathering on that sunscreen, because you're more likely to get burned in that early afternoon than you are in the late afternoon. Here's a look at the East Valley tomorrow. 110 in Tempe, 109 in Mesa and Gilbert, and 104 in Carefree. Temperatures tonight down into the 70s across most of the Phoenix metro. And look at the West Valley. Almost every city in the West Valley expected to hit 110 degrees for tomorrow afternoon. Up north tonight down to 63 in Sedona, 67 in Kingman, low 80s for Bullhead City and Lake Havasu City. Our coolest spots in the 40s will be the Grand Canyon, Flagstaff, and Window Rock. Heber and Show Low in the 50s tonight, and temperatures tomorrow along the rim heating up into the upper 80s to low 90s. So unseasonably warm up there as well. Sedona, Kingman, Globe all hitting the triple digits for tomorrow afternoon. Bullhead City going up to 115, the hottest spot across the state, and Casa Grande will hit 108. Again, 110 for Phoenix tomorrow, 114 on Father's Day, a record high in 118 on Monday. We go up to 120 on Tuesday, and that's when lows warm into the 90s. So as we head through the middle of next week, little to no overnight relief from that heat. It is still going to be incredibly hot through the overnight hours, and then we see those temperatures trend down a bit toward the end of next week, but it looks like once 110 gets here on Saturday, it's going to be sticking around for a long time.